G'day everyone, artist Wayne here. It's sunrise, and my Tenere 700 decides it wants to sleep in. Flat battery. Perfect! So yes, your boy is kickstarting the day with a clutch start. Nothing like pushing 200 kilos of bike before breakfast. That'll wake you up. The mighty T7 finally coughs into life, and I'm off. On my way to the Wadigan State Forest in New South Wales, Australia, Frog Hollow to be precise, the secret meeting spot to link up with Mad Mal the Bin Chicken himself, king of wrong turns and master of chaos, and Anthony the Dingus, who fears no terrain mainly because he never looks where he's going. And as I draw ever closer to our meeting point, something hits me. Nostalgia. The good old days when the bikes we took into the bush were absolutely not the right bikes for the job. Like taking gigantic adventure machines down goat tracks that even goats would say, "Nah mate, too sketchy." We were young, dumb and full of confidence we definitely didn't deserve. Every ride a guaranteed recipe for dropped bikes, questionable decisions, and someone yelling, "It's fine, just send it." And today, we were bringing those glory days back. 3 adventurers, 0 planning, maximum stupidity. Welcome to the nostalgia ride. Although Mal the Bin Chicken did not get the memo because he turned up to a knife fight with a gun.
There you go, man.
Andrew's going to come with us in the truck. He's our sweep.
Oh, that's alright.
So we just chucked the broken down bikes in the in the truck.
KTM, so it's probably handy.
Oh, look, don't knock KTMs, Mel. It's they're not that bad, man.
Mal brought a gun to a knife fight.
Hey, and I'm not helping you, okay? We're not going back to the DR650 days, alright? You're not being enabled.
Now just remember, boys, whoever's leading the ride at whatever time and point in the ride, if they f*** up, it's not their fault. The ultimate showdown. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear. Welcome to Bike Wars, where weight doesn't matter until it really does. So we jump straight into Frog Hollow, the birthplace of bad ideas. And in the heavyweight corner, tipping the scales at a knee-trembling 205 kilos, my Tenere 700. The Queen Mary of today's adventure bikes, built for comfort, not for tight single track. Also known as the mistake you only realise once you're already committed. And certainly bringing back the nostalgic good old days. Next up in the middleweight division, at a nimble 160 kilos, Anthony's KTM 690. The Swiss Army knife of chaos, fast enough to get you into trouble, light enough to pretend you meant to do it. And finally, the pocket rocket himself, weighing around 100 kilos, Mad Mal's KTM 2-stroke 300. Basically a chainsaw with wheels. 3 bikes, 3 weight classes, and 1 terrible idea. Welcome to Bike Wars. Now I can tell you that today's ride was being scored. We didn't actually know it at the time. We just figured it all out at the pub at the end of the day. So the first rule of Bike Wars, if the person in the lead drops their bike, it does not count. They were forging the path, they were testing gravity, they were sacrificed for intel. The second rule of Bike Wars, whoever drops their bike second, that one counts, and we will laugh and we will film it, and we will slow-mo replay it several times. The third rule of Bike Wars: we all know who's going to drop their bike first. It's only a matter of time, and that's why I am staying in the lead. Each rider starts with 100 bonus points. You lose 10 if you fall off your bike, 5 points for getting stuck, and 3 points for stalling. And if you can roost your opponent, you get a bonus 5 points. Further rules in our Welcome to Bike Wars. Rule number 4, assistance may be granted after photos are taken. Rule number 5, if Anthony says I'm good, he's not good. Rule number 6, seeing as Mal is riding an enduro bike, Mal is not allowed to choose the track, ever. And rule number 7, beer at the pub counts as a medical recovery item. Good old Frog Hollow. It's a magical land where traction is a myth and common sense comes to die. Of course, the rocks here come in 2 varieties: the ones you see and try to avoid, and the ones that wait until you're halfway over them before shouting, "Surprise!" We were climbing rocks, we were descending rocks. And if this were a gym, we'd be shredded. Instead, we are sweaty, confused, and I was wondering, why did I wear my adventure jacket? And then there's the rainforesty swamp sections. It's been dry for weeks, rain nowhere in sight, yet somehow there is mud. It regenerates, it multiplies, it aims for your front wheels specifically. Frog Hollow seems to have 2 seasons, muddy and slightly muddier. But hey, if we wanted predictable terrain, we'd be playing golf. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our first big bog battle was about to begin. Up ahead the track splits, 2 lines appear, one dry, one wet. To bog or not to bog? That is the question. On the left we have the dry line, safe, predictable, probably boring. On the right, the wet line, a suspiciously shiny pit of doom that smells like regret. Naturally, I pick the wet line. And the big girl slices through like a warship through custard. Come on, are you guys kidding? Get in there! First big challenge! For some reason the lightweights picked the dry line. Anthony's taking it easy. Scoping it out. And he stalled his bike. Meanwhile, Mad Mal, riding the lightest bike here, suddenly decides his best tactical move is to turn tail and attack the same bog I just went through. It's a clear violation of Bike Wars rule number 8. No retreating when you're on a featherweight.
Don't let it roll back! Don't let it roll back!
The boys are just saying we should check the front wheels, and mine's full of mud. Mal just asked me, well, how did that happen? And he's riding a bike that's 100 kilo lighter.
Yeah.
So...
No, more mud goes off when you go faster.
Yeah, but I was popping a wheelie all the way through there, and then the front wheel dropped down there. My timing was a little out. But at least I didn't get stuck.
It can happen to anyone.
Anthony
Hey,
Anthony's the
you
first
haven't
one to
got
get stuck,
yet.
but it's early days. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
early days.
I don't do a Mal and go and then go, oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, I really fucked up. My boots are too big today. We were off after Anthony, and Mal incurred a 5-point penalty. That's right, folks. Mal, the man riding the 100 kilogram Enduro rocket, executed a full 180 to avoid a challenge. Tenere clear, KTM 690 stuck, KTM 300 disqualified for tactical retreat. I'm back in the lead, baby, feeling good, ahead of the bin chicken and the Dingus. What could possibly go wrong? Well, 2 ruts appeared, and naturally, I chose both. Wait a minute! Need I point out that I hit this trail first?
Yeah.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Yeah.
Yeah, just stand it up now and we'll roll back in.
You need a handle.
We'll roll back in there.
You right?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't want to enable him.
Ooh. Ooh. Someone said it was in neutral.
I told you it was in neutral.
Why didn't you just come up this one?
Yeah, pick one, just any one.
Even the middle.
I mean, that one is nice.
The middle one would be good.
Yeah, the middle will be good too.
Alright, let's go.
See ya.
So, we're down to 2.
It's been known to leave people behind before, so...
Who needs a gym when you've got 200 kilos of Yamaha trying to escape downhill? It's still in neutral. Righto. Good one, fellas.
Put your strap on.
Got a full tank of fuel as well.
What?
Oh, I thought you put the stand down. Oh, hell. If I go first and I up, it won't be my fault.
I don't know how you figure that out.
Oh, shit. Poor Anthony, he still couldn't work out the first rule of bike wars. If the person in the lead drops their bike, it does not count. That's why I was doing my best to stay out in front. So we start climbing. Proper climbs, the kind that make your calves burn, your clutch handshake, and your brain whisper, why are we doing this? But we're unstoppable today. We're flying. The big girl's clawing her way up and bouncing around like a jackrabbit. As the boys chase me with Mal's 300 basically levitating. Life's good. Until it isn't. Because just over this next ridge, the forest will change, the air will thicken, and we will hit a trail full of fallen ones, massive trees and logs everywhere, like some kind of post-apocalyptic lumberyard. Big logs, small logs, crisscrossed logs, logs that clearly have a personal vendetta against me. The first ones looked innocent enough. Small, harmless, practically inviting me over, like saying, come on Wayne, this'll be easy. But I know better. This is how it starts. Every log is part of a cruel training montage designed by nature herself. But once again I was lucky. I was in the lead. Come on! Jump it! Jump it! Don't worry about these ones being small, they only get bigger. Each one is just preparing us for the next trauma. Mad Mal's getting impatient. You can tell it's Mad Mal because he's easily identified on the trail by his majestic beard. It's so long it hangs out both sides of his helmet like he's smuggling a possum. Honestly, if you zoom in, I'm pretty sure there's a small ecosystem living in there. Couple of twigs, maybe a confused lizard. That thing flaps in the wind like a pair of trail flags. It's not facial hair anymore, it's commitment.
Hey! You hear Mel? Mel helped you at the end.
Get on your bike!
After this first log, things will escalate quickly. They start small little testers, the warm-up round, but then they grow.
Chucking this over, aren't you? Ready? Raphael, were you even helping? Holy shit!
All right, here we go, log number 2. Bigger, meaner, more attitude. And Mad Mal is already over it, so now the pressure's on. Of course, here I am, perfectly stuck. Front wheel over, back wheel not. Engine growling like it's embarrassed to be here. Mal yelling from the other side, do it again faster. So after seesawing 205 kilograms of Yamaha from this log, I give it another go. Thankfully I make it over. Anthony makes it look easy, and then we see it. The boss log.
You're f***ing joking, aren't you, mate?
Huge, angry, bark still fresh, blocking the entire f***ing trail. This isn't just an obstacle, this will be a test of patience, pride, and lower back strength. Welcome to the log boss battle.
Easy. Get out of the way.
Jump it.
Let's get her on it.
And then
Launch off this one. Hit the top of that one. Straight over.
over that or
Oh, if you're over there, you're in trouble.
doable? Oh, get fucked.
Is that what happens when you see a log?
There wasn't supposed to be this. There wasn't supposed to be this many fucking trees.
So after my bike fainted, I mean politely laid down for a nap, we regrouped and set to work getting Mal's featherweight KTM 300 over the log first.
You lifting it?
Yeah.
You are? You're f***ing holding it. No f***ing way he is, go.
Go.
No f***ing way. That's all my energy. That's all my energy gone. That's right, yeah, we're now.
Alright, see ya.
Look, grab handle.
Get on your bike!
Is it in neutral?
I don't know, it's your bike.
Right, so I'm just wanting to just see which is the bike we should be on today. I don't know. I mean, like, you got the little bike, you got the medium bike, and you got the big bike having a rest.
What's it doing there?
It's having a rest.
What are you doing, little fella?
You meant to be going quicker.
I'm
Put
scared.
in neutral.
I'm scared of heights.
Where's your grab right, your pull strap?
Come on, pull for sake.
Oh, hang on. Go push again.
Hey,
Hang on this log.
that's it.
Go.
Push up the brake.
Yeah.
Not me.
Ready? Pull it down.
Just go.
Let gravity do it.
Go.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming down.
Go. Just let it bounce and I'll grab it. Yeah. That's it. You had it.
Well, you had it further, you didn't pull it down.
I f***ing tried, but f***ing 400 kilos. You f***ing would have went over. You would have kept going over.
Yeah, right over.
Yeah, that.
No. That's right. I would have.
You guys
like,
can go.
I would have been here. I would have helped you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You-
I'm pulling.
You would have been.
Go.
You would have been diving out the way.
Go.
You want to put it in neutral or
I'm going.
Where's the neutral switch?
a green light will come on?
That's all. Like
Don't hit him with your handlebar.
An idiot.
Yeah, push your clutch in.
What a
Alright,
shitbox.
here we go. Go! Quick, why it's gone!
Righto, she's in neutral. You ready to stop a whole heap of bike coming?
No, I've got it in gear, look.
Ready?
In gear. Go.
1, 2, 3. Heave!
Here we are at the final log, the boss battle, the big one. We've been sweating, swearing and negotiating with gravity for the past half an hour. And now, somehow we're giggling like a pack of little kids. People take drugs to feel like this. We just ride dirt bikes.
Hang on, the rear tire's not even touching. Ready?
It's that perfect mix of adrenaline exhaustion and pure stupidity. The kind of joy money can't buy, but a log can definitely provide.
Well, there goes. Now you fall over. Now,
Ready?
Is that another log I can see around the corner?
Go.
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 We left our big boss battle on a natural high. Our endorphins fully activated, and the only side effects were bruising, sweating and swearing. Unfortunately, we would still encounter more logs, but thank fuck we were able to get around all of them. Well, get around them or under them, as we made our way deep into the Waddingon State Forest. Finally, the thick bush and jungle and fallen trees start to thin out, and the logs give way to steep rocky descents and hill climbs that look like they were designed by a sadist with a pickaxe. I was bouncing, sliding and praying in equal measures, just trying to stay on my Tenere as it did its best to throw me off. And it was around here that someone did come off. Anthony the Dingus took a dive. Apparently he did his best impression of a gymnastic dismount from his mighty KTM 690, going down right in front of Mad Mal. Unfortunately there was no footage to review, but it was a solid 10-point penalty. As we now climb this big rocky hill, a proper test of man and machine, steep, loose and shaped suspiciously like regret. My bike was bouncing, my wheels were spinning, and there was more paddling than a surf life-saving carnival. But hey, at least I was in the lead, and to be fair, I had a 200 kilo excuse strapped between my legs. Mad Mal the bin chicken, on the other hand, did not. He was riding a bike that weighed as much as a wheelbarrow, and his attempt was ugly, noisy, and absolutely glorious.
Now that's going to make you look good.
Anthony nailed this section. He climbed it like a mountain goat on Red Bull. It was beautiful.
Mid-sized bike wins!
However, like all great stories, Act 2 takes a turn for Anthony. After looking like a superstar behind us, halfway up this section, the Dingus would find himself locked in an epic battle with physics. So much so that Mad Mal and I had to turn around and head back down to see what was happening.
Stalled it again. Stalled it again.
Clutch is where your left hand is. Yeah, your clutch is where your left hand is. You drop it?
Mal said that first. The first section you did impeccably. It was a fluke apparently.
100%. 100%, because that part was even easier.
With the big hills behind us and gravity thoroughly tested, we hit every single track we could find on the way back towards civilization. Rocky climbs, slippery ruts and enough tight singles to make your forearms beg for mercy. The perfect recipe for exhaustion and laughter. At some point I nearly snapped my ankle, but of course the cameras weren't rolling. A definite win for me. And as the trail opened up and the smell of pub food hit the air, the day finally started to wind down. What a ride! Chaos, crashes, laughter, and a healthy dose of friendly sabotage. It felt just like the good old days, when we rode purely for the fun, the mateship and the sheer stupidity of it all. Because that's what Bike Wars is really about, not who's fastest or who drops their bike least, but who can laugh the hardest when everything inevitably goes wrong. Just another brilliant day on the bikes, another story for the history books, and another reason to keep coming back for more. And as we waited for Anthony the Dingus, I couldn't help but think what a massive day it had been. We'd clawed our way through the always tough Frog Hollow, jumping more logs than a lumberjack on caffeine, and finishing off with a mix of hill climbs and tight singles that would make any gym membership look like a waste of money. Seriously, people pay a fortune for workouts that don't even come close to this. Honestly, that's why we look like such physical specimens, sculpted entirely by pain, mud and poor decision making. Who needs Pilates when you've got a 200 kilo Tenere trying to bench press you? We get our cardio, strength, training, balance, mental anguish and therapy sessions all for the price of fuel and a pub lunch. And speaking of pub lunches, that's where we were heading now, dusty, battered and grinning like idiots. But who won today's Bike Wars competition? Well, let's be honest, we all did. So until next time, keep your wheels down, your mates close, and your sense of humour fully charged. I'm artist Wayne Dowson, and thanks for watching everyone.